Hey team, thanks for joining us for another episode of the Great Man Podcast. I'm your host, Harley Fox. Today on the show, we've got episode 3 of the Friends of Veterans spin-off. Today I've got a psychologist that works in the veteran space, seeing DVA clients through her practice, Maria Rodrigues. So not a veteran herself, but works heavily in the space and also has family members that have joined the military, army and Air Force. So yeah, something interesting, something different. See Maria's take on things. So I hope you enjoy this one. Thanks for listening. Maria, welcome.
Rodrigues. Thank you.
Very Spanish name.
It is Spanish name.
Are you very Spanish heritage?
No, actually. More Anglo-Indian Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did Rodriguez come from?
Originally Goa, but the Spanish had a big influence that part of the world.
Okay.
So my dad actually was born and grew up there.
Yeah, right. Spanish speaking?
No, I wish.
You're bilingual?
Negative.
Just Aussie.
I try. Throw a few words here and there when I'm travelling, but no. I pretend.
Yeah. I go to Thailand a fair bit, and you know two phrases in Thailand that all foreigners know, which is hello and thank you, and you just throw it around as if you're a native speaker the whole time.
Feels good though, doesn't it? It's always nice to fit in.
Yeah, for sure.
Or try.
And so you travelled around a bit?
I have. Growing up, most definitely, from quite a young age. Dad was Merchant Marine. Merchant Navy.
For what country?
Captain, England.
Oh, yeah. What does that involve, Merchant Marine?
A really nice white uniform. But he actually, where do I start? What does it involve? What did it mean for me? Growing up on the ship.
On the ship? On the ship?
On the ship.
Hey.
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm thinking Merchant Marine was like Tom Hanks in Captain Phillips. Is that what a Merchant Marine is? Someone that transports goods and stuff around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cargo stuff.
Yeah.
So he travelled the world doing that. Married my mum, obviously. Had me. I'm the oldest of 7. I was born in India and spent the first 6 months of my life there, and then was on board.
Yeah, right.
Travelled around the world.
Do you remember that?
Negative. I wish.
How old were you through that period?
My earliest memory on board, I'm going to say, is probably around 4 or 5.
Yep.
And then it was boarding schools, a lot of different boarding schools before we settled in New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah, but Dad was the first, I guess, in the family to be part of something, fairly big, I guess.
Yeah, right. What was the living conditions like when you live on a boat or a ship?
My memories is fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, scary but fun. I remember, bunk beds and big seat belts.
Yes, they were all out.
To go to sleep in. Yeah, playing on the top deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one of those big round bouncy balls. I don't know if you remember, little ears that you hold on to, sit and bounce around.
Yeah.
I remember bouncing around in it. My brother was bouncing one day and went too close to the edge. Dad just picked it up and threw it overboard. No more bouncing for us.
Oh, no. Yeah, those little things are great. Everyone had those in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that you take your kids when you're doing that sort of stuff. Is that a common thing? Was it just sort of back in the 80s or 70s and 80s? And
I wouldn't know how to answer that. I guess it was our norm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether or not other people did it, I don't know. But we had a pretty big family.
So where'd you go to boarding school?
New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of different boarding schools, New Zealand South and North Island.
Where were your parents at the time?
On the ship.
Oh, so they stayed and sent you guys to school, yeah.
Mum stayed with Dad and, we were schooled in boarding schools.
What was that like?
It sucked. No, look,
All 7 of you?
good and bad. The youngest 2 stayed on board, but the rest of us were, boarding school.
Yeah. So once you all hit school age, you're off to school.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the age bracket for you and all your kin?
1 year difference between all of us, all the way down till you get to the 2 youngest, and it's 2 years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we're all very close in age.
All very close unit as well?
Yeah, yes and no. We'll certainly be there for each other if anything went down.
Yeah. Are they local?
I have 2 sisters that live in America, but everybody else is Australia, Queensland, and 1 in New South Wales.
Yeah. America. Oof. The turmoil over there at the moment.
That's another podcast.
Yeah. Let's not go down that nasty rabbit hole.
Yeah.
This week has been quite outrageous.
Indeed. Yeah. Very sad.
So you said boarding school sucked. What sucked about it?
I think just the separation.
How long were you away from your parents for? Just for the school year, and you went back for holidays? Or?
No. Maybe we saw Mum and Dad a couple of times in the year till they, settled on the land, and then it was weekends. We saw them.
Oh, yeah. Settled on the land, get their land legs.
Yes, yeah.
Nice. So, yeah, just been away from the family. And
yeah, that separation. I mean, I guess as a unit amongst the siblings, we relied on each other, looked after each other as much as we could at our young ages. But, yeah.
So what do you guys do for fun around when you have time on weekends and things like that? What was your pleasure as a child?
I remember roller skates.
Oh, yeah.
Making up little dance routines to roller skating around with my sisters. Yeah, I guess you do what every other kid does, make most of whatever you have. Yeah.
Imaginations.
Something kids these days don't use a lot, I think.
Not at all. Well, they're starting to get there. They're using their iPads for more than just staring at YouTube. My daughter will create stuff and create little movies and things like that, and she does her own little podcast in her room sometimes. And
oh, cool.
Little dance routines and all sorts of stuff she comes out and shows me.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, more creative than just sitting there staring at it for sure.
Yeah.
Which I get the shits with. I keep staring at that thing, I'm going to throw it off the deck.
Parenting is hard work.
Yeah. You got kids?
2.
Girls, boys?
2 boys.
Oh, 2 boys.
Yeah.
Can't imagine 2 boys. Feels like a handful. Girls seem very chill.
Oh, really? I'd probably say the opposite. I'd say boys are easier to raise than girls. Not that I've had first-hand experience of girls.
Yeah, just in your own biased opinion.
Just lots of stories, yes.
Yeah, me too, I guess. When did you come to Australia from NZ?
17 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like New Zealand as a whole?
I think in those years of growing up, I don't know if it's a like or dislike. It's just what it is. Yeah, look, New Zealand is a very beautiful country. Yeah.
It's all right. So you didn't pick up a Kiwi accent while you were there?
I think that every now and again I say something and someone says, oh, is that a New Zealand accent?
Like, hand me that chili bin.
Fish and chips, please.
Fish and chips. Cool. So 17, what were you doing then?
17, I'd finished school in New Zealand. I think I just got a job. Then I decided I've got to do something more. So
What was your job?
I worked at Sports Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of fun.
Just selling clothes?
Selling clothes, buying clothes, spending all my money on clothes.
Yeah. It's your small staff discount.
Then I decided I've really got to do something more. So I did some nursing, did my nurse's training, did that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it served a purpose. It allowed me to travel. I went to Europe and did the whole travelling thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Worked in the UK as a nurse?
I worked as a nanny in the UK. So I used my nursing to get me that nanny job. That was interesting. Yeah.
How many families did you work for over there?
2.
Many kids?
2 little ones, 2 lots of little ones.
Oh, yeah.
Like a 2-year-old, a 7-year-old, 4-year-old by memory. Yeah. Little
Like it?
kids. Yeah. And look, I didn't not like it. It was very interesting. Very wealthy families.
I was going to say, is that like extreme wealth when you're doing that sort of stuff?
Had their own drivers. So it was just very, very different.
Yeah.
And sad also to see the impact of not having quality time with parents.
Yeah,
And
they're so busy working, making all that money.
Yeah. And how quickly the kids attach.
To you?
Yeah. A little bit of TLC and time, and then they're yours.
Would have been hard to leave.
Yeah, one little boy in particular, yeah.
How long did you spend with each family?
Maybe a couple of months. One family only 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not years of
years.
Ingrained in the family.
No.
That's all right. Did you stay and travel a bit or?
Stayed and travelled a little bit, and then came home, got engaged, got married, had kids.
Oh, yeah.
All of that.
How old are your boys now?
32 and about to be 32 and about to be 30.
Your sons?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I would have picked you for a lot younger than that.
Yeah, 2 really good boys.
Nice. Well, they're easy now.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that easy.
You've just forgot. So rose shaded glasses now.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Cool. So when did you decide to study psych?
After my divorce.
Okay.
So I decided definitely, want to have a career, do something that going to look after myself and my boys.
Yep.
I went to uni.
Nice.
Full time, 6 years.
How old were you?
35.
How old were the boys?
5 and 7.
Tough.
Yeah. We lived at Noosa at the time, so I used to commute from Noosa to Brisbane. I went to Griffith University, so every day it was get them on the school bus.
Every day you came back down to Brisbane?
Hit the road, yep.
What?
That Bruce Highway sucks.
That's insane. 6 years every day.
No, I only did that for a year and then I moved to Brisbane.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so the first year was travelling.
That would have been a heavy toll.
Yeah.
Energy and time.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you're younger.
Yeah.
And you're determined.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's
I definitely, and remember those days. In fact, I probably got PTSD every time I hit the Bruce Highway now. Like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
The most boring road in Australia.
You'd know all the trees by the time you've done it for that long.
Yeah.
Nice. And what about your 7 siblings? You said some of them decided to go down the military route.
They did. Army, Air Force.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which ones are those? Boys or girls?
Boys. So 2 of my brothers joined the Army and one did Air Force for a bit.
Yeah.
And a nephew who's just also recently joined Army Reserves.
Oh, yeah. What did the 2 Army dudes do in the Army?
One did it overseas, a couple of overseas, what do you call them?
Deployments.
Deployments.
As grunts?
Yeah.
Infantry?
Yeah.
And the other one?
Didn't serve overseas, but did a few years.
Just
regular.
What was his job in the army there? Infantry as well?
Infantry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both went down the hard yard path.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely the hard yard.
Yeah. Are they all broken now?
I wouldn't use the word broken, but
Sustained a few injuries.
Mm.
What about the Air Force?
He didn't serve, didn't deploy at all, but yeah, did a little bit of time flying.
Flying? Pilot? What?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
What did he fly?
Oh, and you've got me. A plane?
Jets or
No. Just
cargo?
a fixed wing, yeah.
Yep, nice. Air Force, do they have conversations about who's better? Army and Air Force?
I think Army's always got a stronger voice, haven't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of teasing that goes on between Army and Air Force. Technically, I would probably call it like the hardest service, and then to the easiest service. So the hardest one's always putting shit on the Air Force boys.
The reality is they all need each other, don't they?
They do, yeah. You forget that unless you're fighting someone else.
Yeah.
There's lots of the army band, so like you have like regiment to regiment, like and different jobs within the army. So the infantry will say that the artillery is a trash job, and artillery will say, cavalry is a trash job, and
Yeah.
everybody will say MP is a trash job. But then even within that, the infantry, you'll have like guys in Alpha Company will hate guys in Bravo Company, and they do exactly the same job. They just wear a different colour T-shirt. But then, yeah, they all come together when it's versus another battalion, and then they'll all come together when it's versus
Yes.
the Air Force.
Yeah. I guess that mateship is woven in all different ways.
Yeah, it's funny. I guess it's like same on a country level, right, where we all bicker and fight until there's an external threat to unite us.
That's it, yeah.
We just need an alien invasion to bring the world together.
It's coming,
Yeah.
according to some people.
Yeah. Well, feels like it's almost impossible not to. Not that they'll invade, but that they're out there. Cool. So did you have any aspirations to follow suit and do any of the military stuff?
There was a time when I thought maybe I could use my psych degree and be enlisted, but no.
Did you go?
Didn't follow through with anything.
You went and found information and had a look at it though?
Yeah, definitely.
As an SSO?
Yeah.
Specialist Services Officer?
No, didn't follow that path, but certainly got into private practice and have had the opportunity and the honour really to work with a lot of veterans.
Yeah. There's a lot of them in psych offices around Australia.
Yes.
So,
and good on them really for finding the courage to get help.
yeah, it's becoming a pretty massive thing. Even on the podcast, a lot of people are talking about the help that they've got and how it's changed their life, and which is encouraging other people. I get a lot of messages from previous guests that have told me that they get a lot of messages from just random people and friends and stuff that are like, your story has inspired me to go and get help. So thank you, which is, it's huge.
I imagine not having served or certainly being deployed, talking about it is difficult.
Can be, yeah. I think having someone like yourself to get it all out and process it and understand it makes you feel more at peace with it, which makes it easier to talk about. There's also the blockage, I guess, the sort of mental block of not wanting to talk to people outside of the circle. So you'll find veterans will talk to each other about it all the time, but that's not really helping. They sort of need that external support, but they find it hard to, like a civilian would never understand me sort of mentality.
Definitely. And I think one of the biggest challenges for me is that connection, not just creating the safe space, but being able to connect to them on that level.
Yeah.
Giving them the freedom, I guess, to choose to trust.
Mm.
And, I might drop that, my brother was in the army. That kind of helps them. They go, oh, maybe she knows what she's talking
She gets
about.
it a little bit, yeah. How do you overcome that other than name dropping?
Oh, look, I think just connecting on a human level. So just being a human being.
Yeah.
Showing empathy, prepared to listen, not really judging, not really saying I understand when I really don't. How can I?
Yeah, yeah. Do you find that takes a few sessions to break through the wall?
I'm going to say that in general, veterans don't share easily. So yes, and even when there is that breakthrough, it's not always them sharing their experiences in detail. Happy to share funny stories, but the actual, grittiness of it is not often shared.
Yeah.
And certainly talking about their feelings is difficult. But actually there's a nursery rhyme that I like to share with them because it's a visual, I guess, and also a bit funny that allows them to, validates them, I guess. So here we go. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. I think that really illustrates at one point in time with this, then shit happens and with this. And certainly for veterans, that fall is a crash mentally, emotionally, physically, physiologically. And as a therapist and a psychologist, I think understanding that we can't change what's happened. And I'm not saying they'll never get better, but I think acknowledging that shattering that you don't always see. As a psychologist, we don't see the insides unless it's shared. And even then, it's not always in the detail. But I think that nursery rhyme really illustrates what PTSD is.
Yeah.
It's a real shattering of the human psyche and it stays with you.
Yeah. You can never be put back exactly the way you were.
Well, you can't undo what you've seen, really. You can reduce the impact of what you've seen. You can certainly reduce the suffering that not everybody sees.
Yeah. Invisible injuries.
Definitely. It's the hidden disease, PTSD.
Yeah. You mentioned detail a couple of times. Do you find that it helps to discuss things in detail?
Not always. And it's individual.
So some people getting it all out helps them, but some people need to keep it.
Yeah, some people are natural talkers and they feel that the talking is the healing. And some people not. Everybody's different. Individual difference plays a huge role in therapy, and understanding that as a therapist is important.
Yeah, for sure. And not all can't be all painted with the same brush.
100%.
Do you enjoy working in the veteran space?
I do. I especially love it when they decide to share a story.
I do.
Yeah.
You like a funny veteran story? You
Well,
got a bit of dark humor under there.
I like the funny, and I really like the real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy a bit of dark humor with gallows?
Look, I understand it. I don't know if I enjoy it, but I understand the need to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No judgment in my office.
Nice. I posted a reel the other day from a guy that was pretty dark, talking about suicide. He was talking about just take the old veteran retirement plan.
Yeah.
Which is bit of that gallows humor to deal with. a very serious issue.
Yes, and it's a reality.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Nothing funny about suicide, but, humour and comedy sort of get us through a lot of the time.
Yeah, and that's an important thing as a psychologist to understand is that is their way of coping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just see it for what it is.
Yeah. If I don't make dark jokes, I'll probably cry.
I say bring it on.
Do you use your psychology skills to assess your brothers?
Oh, let's not go there.
Just to the family barbecues.
Well, the brother the brother who's in the Air Force is also now a psychologist.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if he knows Clifford Morgan that came on Air Force to psychology. Same thing.
Don't know.
Air Force seems to have more higher educated sort of people that join and do things afterwards. Lots more university degrees go into Air Force.
Yeah.
Did you do you find that the psychology stuff comes out a lot in normal day-to-day life, or you can easily separate yourself, work and personal?
I can easily separate. Yeah.
You don't try and analyse people you meet?
No, not unless you're paying me.
That's a good point, yeah. I'm not going to fix your sink just because I'm a plumber.
No, I've been doing this for 20 years now, so my time is my time.
That's a very good point. Have you remarried?
No, repartnered, but not remarried.
Yeah. Do you find that that is a place that you use it?
My psychology?
With your partner, yeah.
Look, I think as a psychologist you are always aware, but I think people forget that we're human beings too. We do.
We do forget that, yes.
Yeah. So I guess I can mess up as much as anyone else can.
Yeah, it's true. I guess that's with any sort of profession or whatever it is, that you always have them to this such sort of esteem or level or idea in your head, and then you meet them and you're like, oh, just a regular person.
That's it.
Celebrities and doctors and psychs and all the rest of it.
Yes, we all fundamentally have similar makeup.
Yeah. I found working in the army as a contractor, as a rehab consultant, I found the like you look at doctors as sort of medical gods, and then you got the officers and chain of command, and then as a contractor, I sort of infiltrate all of that and sit in with them and have conversations, and like, oh yeah, they're all just regular dudes talking about camping on the weekend and having barbecues and doing whatever else.
That's it. We've all got feelings, we've all got thoughts, and they work in our different ways.
Yeah. So, would you is your clinic set up for DVA specifically, or is it everybody?
Not specifically, but yes, DVA certainly.
Becomes
a
large
wide
component.
range of people. Yeah.
And
I quite enjoy the veterans actually because I like the stories. And once they trust you, they're very willing to share the stories with a lot of humour, mind you. A lot of humour.
Yeah. Who do you reckon's got the best stories?
Oh, gosh. I do a lot of army, so, yeah, the grunts have got some good stories.
Oh, yeah.
I've had a couple of special forces. They've got great stories.
The grunts, they are older guys or newer guys? Like the older generation, NAM and that, or?
I've got, a couple of NAMs, a few younger guys, a lot of, Afghan people who've served over there. Different across the board.
What would you say would be so before somebody gets there, has trouble sort of coming to terms with the fact that they need help or accepting that they need help, what would you be a bit of advice to get them to take that step through the door, you think?
That's hard because I really think not being military at all, to use what I know to get them isn't really helpful. I think the best thing is to engage other people who have had help to talk to them first, or their first family members.
Yeah. So talking to a mate that has had help and just how it's helped them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, I think that, I think that the best way to help someone is from your own experience.
Yeah.
And then, it's easier for them to take that step to professional help.
Yeah, yeah. And when they get through the door, it's just cupcakes and cuddles.
When they get through the door, I want the stories. But it's not about me. No, when they get through the door, I think you just got to be real with them.
Yeah.
You've just got to be real. You've got to be accepting. You've got to make sure that they feel safe.
What would be something that, like, if you could tell them before they came and they're going to be closed off and not wanting to talk to you or whatever, and if you're like, God, I wish they would just, or what would be something that you would say to help them open up, I guess?
No pressure. Take your time. Decide what you want. Let's make it happen.
What's some of the strategies that you use to help people?
I do a lot of EMDR.
Oh, yeah. Eye movement disassociation.
Eye movement desensitization reprocessing.
Okay.
It's really a trauma treatment.
Yeah.
But it's the fastest way to get results for people
Oh,
who suffer. Yeah.
I had it a few times for some of my childhood trauma. Have a listen to my podcast. You can hear all about it.
Oh, awesome.
This one. It was very distracting that she was using her hand, because it's like the whole time I was like, God, I must be getting tired, because she was like this.
Yeah, well, that is how I used to work till I got a machine.
What's like a flashing light or something?
Well, it's not flashing lights, but the eyes mimic the timing that you would normally use with your fingers.
Okay.
So the machine actually targets 3 of the 5 senses: sight and sound, and just sight and sound actually too.
Yeah. And that helps people process a traumatic event, or lessen the impact of the thoughts and stuff like that.
It bilaterally stimulates the brain. So we actually move the memory from emotional to reasoning. And in the moving, you lose all the negative association. You still remember, but you don't remember with the same level of emotion. Yeah. And certainly physiologically, your body shifts as well. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's actually, I actually thought it didn't do anything, because at the time, like, you don't feel anything, right? You just sort of, you do it and then you leave. But yeah, in reflection afterwards, I was like, actually, those feelings and thoughts don't bother me anymore, really.
They're not as intense.
Yeah. I used to be driving and I'd have thoughts and stuff, and I'd just sort of ruminate on it and couldn't get over it. And then, since then it just sort of, it comes in and then just straight back out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on you for doing that.
Thanks.
People suffer unnecessarily.
Yeah. Well, you don't realise, you don't know what you don't know, I guess. And as much as people talk about therapy and people needing help and stuff, it can't help me. There's nothing that I can do for my trauma or whatever. And nobody will understand and all this sort of stuff. And it's not until you actually take that leap and do it that you realise how effective it is.
Yeah, and I think one of the most important things as a psychologist is to make sure that you reassure, I will never understand. How can I? I wasn't there. I'm not you. On the level that you are, I will never understand. That's just it. You work with someone based on, what you know and how you know, but not with, I get it because I'm you.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a big block. Like we were saying before with you, being civilian, a lot of veterans will only see other veterans. Like the first thing they'll ask is, like, have they served? I remember when I worked at the Soldier Recovery Centre on behalf of Mates for Mates as an exercise physiologist.
Mm-hmm.
And I would suggest that some of the soldiers get counselling. We had counsellors that were sort of available via phone call if there was any sort of crisis. And yeah, that happened a couple of times. I was like, because they know I served, so everyone would open up to me. And guys come into my office and break down and cry and stuff and tell me things that had happened. And then I was like, oh, can I get you on the phone with my friend who's a counsellor? And they're like, has she served? It doesn't fucking matter right now.
Yeah.
She hasn't served, but she is a professional. Do you want somebody that's been through the same thing as you and experienced the same trauma, or do you want somebody that knows how to, work through it?
Yeah, but you bring up an important point, and that's trust.
Yeah.
So certainly as a psychologist, my first job is to gain some trust.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, you have nothing.
Yeah, 100%. But even to get them through the door,
yeah,
they need to let that go in order to see someone. How many veterans are there? There's your brother, Cliff Morgan, that's 2. There might be another 5 or 6 around.
That's it.
There's not too many that have served and work as a psych.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other than EMDR, is there anything else that you use, even as a recommendation for, bettering yourself, goal setting, stuff like that? Is there ice baths, anything that you recommend to help people?
Yeah, well, certainly looking after your physical body is crucial. Diet.
Yep.
What you drink, how much you drink, all the rest of it. But certainly on a self-care level, definitely. But in terms of your mental health, EMDR is super, super effective. General talk therapy with someone you trust, professional. There's a lot of tools that are used to help people process, share, build skills.
Yeah. The talk therapy is a big one with even if you don't do any strategies, just getting it all out there.
Yeah, as a psychologist, it's about creating that safe space where there's no judgment, and what's said in the room is stays in the room.
Yeah.
That's really fundamentally how you're going to get results. No one's going to open up if they can't trust the space.
Yeah. What do you do for your own self?
I have a very strict, daily self-care. I exercise every day. I eat clean. I'm forever cleaning up my mind. Lots of, good stuff.
It's like a little cotton bud? Or?
Yeah. And more like, one of those old-fashioned baby bottle brushes.
How do you, other than that, like, is there anything that, like, if you really need to decompress, do you have a strategy for that? Like,
oh, look, as a psychologist, we have a duty of care to ourselves first.
Yeah.
So, we do lots of debriefings and work on ourselves, which is very important. We have to be our best for who's in front of us. So, yeah, all of that.
Yeah. When I was a Mates and Mates again, with no training other than being an exercise physiologist, we did maybe 2 courses in psychology. They would get us to take induction calls. So people would call the centre and they'd have to go through like an hour interview for why they should be inducted. So I was like looking at their history of service and then sort of check boxes as to what they need. So, suicide ideation, mental health stuff,
Yep.
physical needs, all that sort of stuff, so that they could sort of be pointed in the right direction within the facility.
Sure.
And they just got randoms to do it. So the exercise physiologists, maybe the liaison officers, like sort of whoever's available. And I remember a few times when you'd sit there for an hour and a half with someone and they would tell you just the darkest things that's happened in their lives.
Mm.
And sometimes I would hang up the phone and just sit and stare at a wall for 15, 20 minutes, just like, holy fuck, what did I just listen to?
Yeah.
And then I would walk out of there going, I would never be a psychologist. I could not imagine doing that back to back to back. One a day is a drain as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you learn pretty quickly how to separate.
Mm.
Yeah. When they leave the room, so does all their stuff. But there's certainly, even in the sharing, there's a level of separateness that you need to have for your own mental health.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Which, it's hard for some people to understand, myself included. Having that empathy to give that a level of care, but switch it off as soon as they...
Yes. Well, there's a difference between empathy and sympathy.
Mm.
So you can't operate on a sympathetic level with people, otherwise you'll be drained.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so empathy allows you to have that little bit of separateness because it's their story, not yours.
True. And was that a hard thing to learn when you started?
I'm going to say yes, because I started my career in child protection, so it was pretty much, in my face.
Yeah, started at the top.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some stories back then.
Yeah,
so I learned very quickly to empathise versus sympathise.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that would have been tough.
Mm. Yes, lots of sad stories there.
How long did you do that for?
Maybe 2 years. Now you're getting me to go back in time. Don't forget I'm old.
2 years child services, child protection.
Child protection.
And then moved into the regular
Private practice.
private practice, yeah.
I did a bit of HR for a while, then private practice.
Mm.
So coming up to 20 years private practice.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Been for a while.
Yeah.
Seen all the people.
Seen all the people.
Yeah, among the veterans, I don't know, most people, I think it's pretty much common knowledge these days. I know there used to be the barriers of not knowing what was out there, but everybody's got a white card. I think they give them to you, Kapuka these days, a DVA card, which is mental health is included in.
Yep.
So obviously your practice sees them. You got your own practice or you work for someone?
No, I have my own practice.
Do you want to give it a shout out? Or you keep it private? I'm sure they could find you if they Google your name.
They can Google me.
But yeah, and a dime a dozen. Yeah, what do you think about matching, like personality clashes and stuff like that? Would you tell someone, maybe I'm not the therapist for you, go find someone else, or would you let them make that decision?
I'm fairly open to everyone. I think though that there's certain things that I won't take. Yeah.
What if they're like just closed off and not talking with you? Like,
Oh yeah, no problems. Bring it on.
Maybe you would be better with somebody else. Like, do you ever have to go?
No, I've never had that issue really. No, I guess I'm talking more personality disorders or, sociopaths, psychopaths, that subset of people I won't take.
That you don't want to see, yeah.
Well, it's not so much that I don't want. It's more that I don't think I could serve them to my best.
No, I was more leaning towards sometimes we get told, like if you have a personal trainer that you find, you don't get along with or whatever, and you can't open up to because you don't get along with them. Same thing with psychs. Sometimes you just don't get on with the person, or you just don't feel like they're effective. So you would, don't just give up on psychology. just find somebody else that you do gel with or that does challenge you in the right ways, stuff like that, which has come up a few times. I was just wondering if you had your own sort of view on that.
I think it's very, very important that if you're going to see a psychologist, that you feel safe. Safe is not physical, emotional, and mentally safe. And if you don't have that feeling, I encourage you to move on.
Yeah. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings, and I certainly wouldn't have any if someone decided that.
Nice. Yeah, the mental health and physical health thing is a very common theme. I say it all the time. It's tethered together. If your mental health drops or your physical health drops, the other one comes with it. It's a huge thing, especially in the veteran space where like physical health is ingrained into the culture. Like you have PT every day, and you're physically fit, and it's who you are. If you just let that go when you get out, because no one's making you do PT anymore, sit on the couch and play video games and smoke DVA weed and drink and not do anything, then your mental health will spiral down into a little cave with you.
Yeah, look, I think the endorphin hit through exercise is good. I also think that relying on it is not so good.
I used to have that in one of my presentations, was the pros and cons of exercise, and there was like maybe 12 pros, like 3 cons. One of the cons was it can be expensive if you get obsessive with it, like different sorts of CrossFit or gym memberships and then Lululemon. And then the other one is that it becomes a crux and it becomes your mental health is so tied to it that if you're a boxer, that's all you do. You box every day. That's your therapy. But then you have to have shoulder surgery. Now you can't box anymore.
That's it.
So now what?
It can't be interdependent. It has to be separate.
Yeah.
Certainly I'm advocating for physical exercise and looking after your body 100%.
Yeah.
Super important for all human beings. But depending on it to feel happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't make it your crux. Not to be confused with Club Crux. Great gym. Yeah, sweet. And the diet and exercise, other diet and sleep stuff. Sleep's a big one, eh? Especially with everybody having where did this sleep apnea come from? Fuck it. I swear to God, so rare back in the day. Now everyone's got it. 30-year-olds.
Yeah. I think sleep is important, but also understanding all the contributing factors that make it hard to sleep. And certainly from a veteran perspective, disrupted sleep, I think, is probably a norm if you're suffering in general.
Mentally? What disrupts it? Just thoughts?
Anxiety and depression. Living with anxiety and depression and PTSD, I think that in itself can interfere a lot with healthy sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Just restless. Thoughts floating around and bumping into each other.
That's it.
Have you got any perspective on the invasion of DVA weed into the scene?
No, I don't actually know a lot about it, to be fair. Really? Yeah.
You don't have many clients that are on it?
No, not that they share.
Not that they're telling you. The DVA fund medical marijuana, and it's becoming a huge thing.
Okay.
They send you bucket loads of it every month if you're on it.
Interesting.
Or prescribed medically.
Yeah.
Which can, I don't know, good and bad. This depends on the individual, I guess. It can really affect your motivation, especially for exercise and stuff like that. And
yeah, I think in general, if it's impacting your functioning in all areas of life, then you got to look at it. But if you're able to function and function well, then
why not?
I think it's all about functioning emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Yeah, just trying to numb everything and
that's not so healthy.
Veg out, yeah. The sleep. A lot of people use it for sleep. It's like weed sleep therapy.
Yeah. Well, sleep's very important to and correlates highly with ability to function.
Yeah.
On all levels.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard to fall asleep with anxiety and depression. So I guess the weed helps them fall asleep. Just wish there were more studies on the sleep quality, I guess you would say. Whether, if alcohol is pretty common, spikes your cortisol and all that sort of stuff, and it might make you fall asleep because it's a depressant, but then it affects the quality of your cycles.
Yeah, it does other damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think they need more studies onto what that looks like with marijuana before they give it to every veteran and his dog. But what would you say is one of the worst or most common negative habits of a veteran?
Internalizing, keeping it all to themselves.
Yeah.
Not sharing, which is fair, really. Who do you trust? And maybe the culture.
Culture in the military? Or?
Yeah. Not wanting to appear weak.
Oh, yeah, why they internalise it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Lack
of trust, I guess, too.
Yeah. Do you feel like over your 20 years of working in the industry that the mindset has shifted?
Slightly. I think DVA in general is working very hard to address concerns. And I think that there's a slow shift in reaching out for help.
Yeah, slow shift.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, not fast enough.
Well, I think people suffer unnecessarily.
Yeah. There's definitely as much as people are having a voice and getting out there and putting themselves out there, there's still a lot of people suffering in silence.
100%.
Yeah. I'm finding this pod's good with all the feedback of people that are watching it and seeing the people's a lot of the success stories, but just knowing somebody's out there, knowing you're not alone. I guess once they start internalizing everything and becoming a hermit, they feel alone. So once they realize they're not, then it becomes easier to seek out help.
Definitely. I think it's also developing that trust and, it's okay to get help and trust the help.
Yeah. So what else? What do you do in your fun times? What do you do for fun?
Oh, well, I actually find self-care fun. So I'm pretty avid, exercise every day, eat clean and lean.
What do you do for exercise?
I do Pilates, reformer Pilates every day. I do yoga up a few times a week.
Nice.
Nothing hardcore.
You done Bikram? You try that one?
No. That's the hot one. Is that the one you sweat? No. I'm not about sweating.
I've done hot yoga once or twice, but Bikram is it's a different animal. It's 90 minutes and it's like a 40-degree room.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, I think I got to like maybe 65 minutes and then every second after that was just struggle.
Torture.
Yeah. Couldn't breathe.
Yeah, no.
Oh, God.
No, I'll do my reformer Pilates and air conditioning.
Yeah.
And my restorative yoga and air conditioning.
Restorative yoga? Stretching?
It's holding stretches, which releases a lot of tension in the body. It's awesome.
Would you recommend yoga as a good mindfulness sort of exercise?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Anything that gives you time to connect to your body for a long periods of time, more than 15 seconds, is good. So any form of meditation as well.
Yeah. Meditation. I find that difficult. You've got a very soothing voice. Have you done any meditation?
No.
I
talk all day at work.
Jodie Allen on early on in the piece, and she's a yoga instructor, very soothing voice, and she puts meditation. I don't know what you call them, like a follow along sort of thing, like a guided.
Oh yes,
guided meditation. That's on an app called Insight Timer or Insight app or something.
Yep.
Basically, there's like hundreds of different people. But yeah, she's on there. You can click it and listen to Jodie's voice and you fall asleep. Very soothing voice.
Nice.
It was the same.
You're not supposed to fall asleep though.
I'm terrible. We used to do at Mates and Mates, veteran, what do you call it? Trauma-informed yoga.
Oh, yes.
Which we just called sleepy yoga.
Yeah.
And I did it maybe 20 times in the 3 years I worked there. And one of those 20 times I didn't fall asleep. I was like, whoa, I made it.
What was the difference? What did you notice after not falling asleep?
Oh, I don't know. It was years ago. That's can't remember.
Yeah, there's lots of good stuff out there to help with your physiology and your mental health.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoy working with veterans.
Oh, yeah?
They've got some great stories.
Are your favourites, veterans? Better than just regular, what do you call them, muggles?
I like all the specialist guys.
Yeah. Tudo, Two Commando and SAS. You have many of those?
Couple. I get so excited when they see their name in the diary. What story are they going to tell me today?
Send them over here. Tell me the stories.
Yeah. They're a different breed.
Yeah, they are indeed. That's why they do what they do.
Yes, hats off to them. Well, hats off to everybody who served, really, whether they've been deployed or not. It takes a lot of courage to join the Defence Force, I think.
It does, yeah. I remember when I first joined, it was definitely not a small decision. It was like, this is going to be my life. Like, I'm going to be serving my country from here on out. I might die.
That's it. Well, choice is taken away from you too. So to put yourself in that arena, it takes a lot of courage. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
You've joined.
You do what you're told from now on.
That's it. So I think that takes a lot of courage to put your faith in your country like that.
Yeah.
So whether you're deployed or not, good on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something that it's becoming way more common now because there's so much peacetime. Like since Vietnam, there was the Afghan period, but we were only there for a few years where we've got a lot of Afghan vets from that period of time. But on either side of that, through the 90s and then through the later 2000s, from 2013, 14 onwards, there's, guys that have done 10, 15 years and been keen for a deployment the whole time and never got one. So it's definitely becoming more common. But, it is a massive thing with imposter syndrome, right, where you served your country but you didn't
leave your land.
Yeah. We don't do anything in Australia, right, because we're like the CIA. We don't operate within our own borders.
Yeah.
So we don't carry loaded weapons or anything within, unless we're on the range. People don't realise that. Like when we're doing security and stuff, we're not armed because we're not allowed to be except for MPs. We call the police if anything goes wrong.
Yeah.
If there's an alert on base, we have to lock the doors, hide under the table, and call the police.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, there's you're trying to tell people that, or trying to fill in that void, I guess, of I'm not a veteran because I didn't serve. When it used to be, everybody that was a veteran served, like World War II, Vietnam, Korea. If you join the army, you're going to deploy. You're going to fight in war, and you're a combat veteran or you're supporting combat veteran. But now it's 50-50. Maybe you'll do something, maybe you won't. Probably you won't. So it's very easy to feel inferior and imposter syndrome, especially towards the special forces dudes and veterans that have deployed.
Sure.
But as you said before, we all signed the dotted line. We all decided that we would throw our hat in the arena and be ready for whatever we're told to do.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you any less of a veteran or any less noteworthy because you didn't get a deployment.
Yeah, it's interesting you use that word, inferior or less worthy. So what you're actually saying is unless I've served, unless I've left my land, I'm inferior.
Half a veteran.
Yeah, wow. We might have to drop into a session right now.
I could hear your voice changes.
So you're not actually telling yourself the truth when you say that.
They're inferior or that you're not inferior.
Well, what's your definition of inferior?
Less of a veteran because I joined a fighting organisation to stand up against the enemy.
Sure.
But I didn't.
Because circumstances outside of my control meant no deployment, I'm less of a person. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is the common.
So how true is that when you hear me say it back to you though? Like, is it really true that because circumstances out of my control meant I didn't actually deploy, I couldn't do what I signed up to do, I'm less of a person?
Not less of a person, less of a veteran. So you feel...
What's the difference?
Being a person and a veteran.
What's the difference? Yeah, what's the difference between a person and a veteran?
The veteran is my military side of life, and my person. I've been a person. Like I'm a father. I'm a son, a father, a brother.
Sure.
So I don't think I'm any less of that. Just less of a veteran.
So your roles are differently. Your roles are different. As a veteran, you put the father side of you aside, the brother aside, and you become the veteran. Does that mean you're less human?
As a veteran?
Yeah.
No.
So how are you suddenly inferior if you don't serve?
Not inferior to myself, inferior less than the guys that have. Like, how can I call myself a veteran when this guy has been shot at and shot back and really defended his country in such a clear way? How am I the same level of veteran, I guess you would say? When I left the Navy, I didn't even get a white card for 15 years. I was like, I'm not a veteran. I didn't deploy, so I can't call myself a veteran. But then times changed, and it wasn't until I'd done a few years back in Army Reserves and I was working in the space where I actually got a white card and thought I'd claim stuff.
Sure. No, I understand what you're saying. I guess what I'm trying to drive home is regardless of whether you deploy or not, doesn't change your worth as a human being or your value as a human being.
No. Yeah, well, that's something that is becoming, like I said, becoming more of you need to understand that you're not less of a veteran because of it outside of your control.
Correct.
Whether or not you got sent.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff that happens in the brain.
Indeed. Cool. So Maria Rodrigues, find her on Google because she doesn't want to tell you where she works.
No, all good. I am happy to tell you where I work.
You chuck a link in. People can get referred to you. You got open books, or you're fully out of the game for now?
No. Please find me. I really enjoy working with veterans. I'll fit you in. I am busy, but I'll fit you in. I love the stories. Bring it on.
As long as you got some stories. Doesn't have to be from deployment. Cool. Happy?
Thank you. Yeah.
No worries. Thanks for being here. Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you.
No.
Bit of a different perspective on stuff.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Bye, guys.